Hi, everybody. It's Robbie from Miscellaneous Candor, frank, honest, and otherwise outspoken. Happy New Year. We are back for 2026. Hi, Stephen.
Hello, Robbie, and Happy New Year to you and our listeners. What a year it has been, and I'm happy to be in 2026.
So what did you do?
Well, actually, looking at all the new current events, I should be saying that.
Well, we'll get to that.
Oh, we're gonna
But
get
I
to
don't
that,
think
yeah.
you should still be, so glib and blue. But go ahead. Okay, so wait, though. You didn't do your intro.
See
I
what you
didn't
did. You
distract you.
distracted me,
No,
Robbie.
you messed that up.
Look, you're
Are
ruining
you
my
for
whole
real
bit.
right now? I gave you a whole
I can't believe
platform.
you did this to me.
I gave you a
I can't,
whole platform.
you distract me with your welcome to 2026 introduction. And
Oh my God.
okay.
Are we for real right now?
Let me just
For
go
real?
back into it. Hello, my friends.
God.
It is
This is what I deal with, people. This is what I
Stephen.
deal with.
See, you're ruining it. You're ruining it. The whole thing.
Go on. Okay.
Hello, my friends. It is I. Please take me seriously.
I'm getting over the flu, so I have some coughing. Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just trying to distract me. It is I, Stephen, with a PH Kennedy, board-certified atheist, knocking at your door. Let's talk.
Okay, I'm glad you did your intro. But yes, so my voice is not what it usually is, and I'm not feeling 100%, but definitely want to get on here and do our podcast. I'm recovering from the flu. I had it. I had it starting New Year's Eve, actually, and I'm just now feeling a little bit normal. I haven't even been to the gym in the past few days, which is, really kind of crazy for me, but yeah.
I've been to the gym. Well, does physical therapy count
It does.
as the gym?
It's movement. It's moving your body. Yeah, it does count. So that's good. Okay, so let's start. You didn't listen to any podcasts. We talked about this in our pre-session, and that's fine because you actually have been doing well. In fact, I really give you some clapping because
I feel so honored. I'm getting an applause from Robbie. You can be okay. What is the reason for there's a huge uptick in flu,
I know.
right? I wonder what the reasoning behind it is.
I'm not gonna go there. I'm just gonna say I have no idea, honestly. I just know I was sick and I will be coughing probably throughout this episode. So I'll just ask you, audience, please bear with me. Okay, so podcast.
As long as we can hear you, that's all that matters,
you can
Robbie.
hear me, so that's good.
Yes.
I listen to this podcast called Open Book. I talked about it before. It's the other Anthony Scaramucci, I should say, podcast that he has.
Scaramucci.
Where he talks to authors about their books. And he goes in details. And I haven't finished listening to this episode, but I do want to start. I have started reading more again, just because, I'm really trying, not just for 2026. I started this towards the end of 2025, just getting out and interacting with people more.
Are you joining a book club?
No, I'm not going to join a book club. I mean, I've been asked to join like 3 or 4, and I can't do all that because sometimes they want to read these crazy books. I don't want to read the books that they want to read, and then I don't want to be like, no, I don't want to be that person because I can't be that person. Yeah. I don't want to be that mess. They'll be like, what's wrong with you? You're supposed to be a part of the club. Right. I don't even want to go down that road. So
I've never understood the concept of a book club. Like you said, one person in the group each time picks a book and everyone's forced to read it, even if they think it's a boring subject or topic or story. and then you discuss like
Well, the
why?
idea is
What's the
to
purpose of
open your
discussing?
minds to
How about
different
if you
things. I get the concept. I just don't
why
want to
not
do it.
then why not just talk to the author
Okay,
directly?
well,
Why do we have to discuss it in a
to
group?
get to interact with people.
Why?
It's another way to commune, for lack of a better term, but to,
I guess,
interact.
yeah, this is why I don't like human beings.
Exactly.
Always so needy
Oh
for
my God, here we
communication,
go with this stuff. Okay,
contact.
yes. Well, I want to have more contact. So, there's this place close to my house where they have kind of this space, and there's all these books around, and you can go and you can pick any kind of book, or you can bring your own book. And then they also too serve wine and coffee and tea. So your drink of choice, depending upon, what you're in the mood for, and you can just sit there and just read books, and everyone goes there, and it's a cool little spot. Um, I went in there just to kind of check it out. I haven't gone in there and actually started reading yet, so that's something that I'm definitely going to be doing this year. Just, as just, yeah. Anyway, I thought it was a cool spot. But the back to the Anthony Scaramucci podcast.
Can I ask you this?
Back to
Were
why do
there
you always
any
ask me
hot
questions
men?
when I start talking about the next subject? It's like you do that on purpose.
because, because I have no opportunity to ask you a question. So I have to jump in and like, wait, can I ask you a question?
Well, there is that part.
You go from one
I
topic to
know.
the
I keep
next. You
going.
just go too
Oh,
fast.
I go too fast. Okay, that's a compliment. Um, no, there was not any.
So was there any kind of, you know, motivation where hot men there or
I
what?
mean, there were
What's the
men
deal,
there,
Robbie?
but there weren't any like hot men. And I'm not really
Aha.
like, I mean, if someone if someone is attractive to me, then, I'm gonna look, but I need more than just that. It's not just about
Just
how
what?
attractive you are. I mean, for you, it's like, oh, if it's a hot girl,
Right.
then yeah, I'm all over it. I'm not like that. Just because
Wait a sec. Wait, you make me sound like a barbarian. What am I, a caveman? You think men
no,
are
I don't.
cavemen? I don't
But we
understand
can get
why.
back to that in a
It's very
minute. I do want
demeaning.
to really talk about this podcast, and we can go back to the
Let's
things.
do it.
Okay, so
So,
Anthony Scaramucci in this podcast is called Open Book, and he was talking to this author, I forget the guy's name. Anyway, he wrote this book about this place. It's an army base called Dover. And evidently, Dover is a place where they bury people who pass away. And they bury people like all of our 007 people, like all of our CIA people. They bury them there. And
okay.
they have like these really top tier morticians. So he was talking about how he has been, and there's a lot of secrets there because they do bury people who are in like the CIA and the Black Ops and all that stuff. And so he was just talking about
Hmm.
how, first of all, just how skilled these morticians are. Like these are like the top of the top people around this whole business. They can rebuild hands, rebuild faces, do all of these things because people want to see
Wow.
their loved ones in their, original state the last time. So he was just talking about
Uh-huh.
that, and he was just talking about how morticians see death, that the one thing is that they're not afraid of it because they see it so much. Like they're so matter of fact about it. And each one has like a different like spiritual take. But um I just thought it was really interesting about, the conversation that he was having with, and the going deeper about the morticians, what they do, how they see death, how they approach their whole um I guess, service, so to speak, right, to families just on a day to day basis, and how they really are the keeper of a lot of secrets because they know how a lot of these secret agents and Black Ops people have died because they are the morticians. So, anyway, I just thought it was really kind of a different conversation. Um,
So what you're telling me is that Anthony Scaramucci is the next Oprah Winfrey?
no. Oh, because of book club? No, he's not. I mean, he just is actually really, um, the book. books that he talks about have most of their foundation in some historical context. Like, so this was around the historical context of war and people dying for a country, and what does that mean? What does that look like, and those secrets? And so this person wrote this book, so he talked to this author. So usually his books have a take around that. It's not like specifically any kind of book just off the top of his head that he liked. It is founded in like history. So I will say that it's different.
Interesting.
But it is a different kind of
so
him.
it's worth listening.
What were you going to say?
I said it's worth
I think
listening.
so. I mean, I like him. But it's a different take. Like there's no political commentary. There's nothing about that. It's just about these books that are written about historical situations or subjects that have happened. It's not necessarily American history. It's just historical information. So I just think it's kind of cool.
I'm gonna check it out. Well, now, what's
the name of
the podcast
with Anthony Scaramucci? Open Book.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out.
Yep. So there's that. Okay, just really quickly, let's get back to what you were talking to me about. No, I do not think men are barbarians. I'm just saying you're different from me. I can look at somebody who's like really attractive, or you say hot, fine, whatever. That's not gonna move me. I mean, that's nice, but I mean, what else do you have to offer outside of looking good?
I feel the same way.
I
feel the same way.
Don't.
I do,
okay,
absolutely.
Explain.
What, you think physical is all that matters? You think looks are all that matters? Wow. Yeah. So this is what you reduced me to in 2026 already.
I mean, some of the conversations we've had in the past, you have very much emphasized that fact. I mean, I know, that's something for most men, but
no. There has to be substance. I believe, whether the woman is, whatever she looks like, what I feel is that there has to be some kind of attraction, whether it's to her beauty or whatever it is about her that you find attractive, that you're attracted to. It doesn't have to be her face or, any physical part of her body, but there has to be some kind of natural attraction, some kind of affinity towards her. That's what I feel. And that's not enough still. You have to have, she has to have a lot of substance, and you have to have that chemistry. So it's not just about, oh, wow, she's hot. That's all that matters.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of hot, quote unquote, hot people, that term. The chemistry, I mean, but that wears off after a certain period of time. And, then you can just get used to somebody just being around. That's not, it's just, I mean, there has to just be more there. And compatibility is huge for me. Compatibility, respect.
Yeah.
Obviously, you do want to be attracted to the person, but what is it? Compatibility.
And again, that attraction does not have to be based specifically on,
no
level of physical beauty, right? What's typical beauty?
Compatibility, character, respect, shared values, kindness, somebody that's willing to give. Yeah. Anyway, plus I want my next person to be obsessed with me.
Oh, of course, Princess Robbie.
At least you call me Princess Robbie. That's very true. I am like that. I don't think a lot of people.
Oh, I know you're a princess.
I don't think a lot of people realize that about me. I think just for a variety of different reasons outside of the podcast, I think that people think I'm not like that, but I'm very much like that. So, and not in a bad way. Anyway, okay. Any other questions about my love life.
So you know what?
That's not existent.
I was I have a lot of questions
That's
about
not
your love
existence.
life.
It's not
It's just,
existent.
you cut me short every time I
Yeah, because I'm
kind
not
of
going to
get a
go
little
deep
deep and want to
into
get
it. I'm
real
not going to
about
get
stuff.
deep into it, but go ahead, ask a couple questions. I'll answer. So why not?
Wow, wow. Okay. Wow, where should I start? Tell me, what is it that you're looking for in a man? Because you are looking for a man, right?
I'm not looking for anyone. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not looking for anyone.
But if it's there, you
Yeah, if
will
there's an opening,
entertain it.
but again, like compatibility is
I guess you
huge.
just
Yeah,
told
I
me what you're looking
did.
for
I
in a
said
man.
that,
Yeah.
compatibility is huge. Obviously, I want to be attracted to the person. Um, yeah, I mentioned all of the things. Character,
Yeah, you gave me
respect, kindness, somebody that's giving, somebody that's not going to
good sex.
take me for granted. 'Cause a lot of people tend to do that for me.
Good sex.
I'm not going there with you. We're not going to talk about that part.
See, this is what you do. You kind
Mhm.
look what you just did. Is you told me to ask you a couple
Yeah, and I
questions, and now
answered them.
you're
I just didn't answer all of them. I'm not going to do that. That's not appropriate. Um, yeah. So, okay. So as I said, that was a really good podcast. And of course,
I'm definitely gonna listen to that. That sounds interesting. I
it
like
is
him too.
interesting.
I like the man he's become.
Yeah, I'm trying to listen. I want to listen to some other things outside of what I've just always listened to. Of course, I listen to my same ones. I did not listen to Reasonably Shady yet, this week, but of course I will. And I did listen to Scott and Kara had a
Do
bunch of
you
people on the show this week because Scott was out of town. And I don't know, it's a little out of control at certain times, a little chaotic at certain times. But I mean, I think I kind of knew what they were going for. But anyway.
do you know of any latest updates about Eminem and his
Oh,
lawsuit
against the Reasonably Shady ladies? You know what?
from
No, I
Shady?
don't. But Reasonably Shady fans who listen, and if Rob and Giselle, you happen to be listening, we would love to know what the update is. And I'm gonna write them and ask them to what the update is. So I don't know. Maybe I can find out. We can see. We can talk about it. But that's so whack. No, I don't know an update. Okay, so you this week had something to talk about regarding artificial intelligence, also known as AI. So what did you want to talk to the people about?
I I do. This is I thought this would be an interesting topic to cover because it is a little controversial. Wanted to get your thoughts on it. Wanted to get our listeners' thoughts on it. There's a health tech startup called Doctronic, and they have a system, an AI system that prescribes medication. So basically, it fast tracks the whole process and
So what is it, like an
asks
AI
the patient.
pharmacist, or is it a
No, doc
it's an AI
pharmacist.
doctor?
So for refills,
Oh,
for
for
refills.
refills. Okay.
So yeah, so apparently they have stringent testing where each medication that they prescribe for is tested 250 times and then approved by the
Mm-hmm.
company to be prescribed. So the AI is tested for that medication uh, 250 times, and then it's allowed to be used on actual patients. Now, basically, the patient logs into the platform and they give their information. The system does a background check on them and takes a look at what refills they're eligible for, and asks a series of questions. And if it sees fit, will prescribe a refill for the patient. And
So
if
does it
there are
check with
any
like the person's
other,
original doctor that oh,
no,
okay. Interesting.
But if it's not straightforward, it will then forward the situation over
The original
to
doctor?
a physician.
Okay.
Now, I don't. Yeah, it's a real person. Now, I don't know the details if it goes to someone that is it must be a physician within their
Mm-hmm.
network, right? That they're under their whole umbrella. So I just I do not like this system because even though they are limiting it, the prescriptions to well, let me take a look. Hold on one second. It's non. Hold on, let me take a look. It's pain medications. But that's pretty vague. So I'm sure they're gonna, they've got workarounds as to what they're willing to prescribe. They're gonna tell the public, oh, we don't do this type of serious medication, but they're gonna have workarounds to prescribe serious medications. And when you do this, you lose that doctor-patient interaction that's really important in assessing the patient and where they stand and what are their needs. And is it truly the right prescription that they need to continue taking, or is the patient going to try to abuse the system? So there are all sorts of ethical questions I have here. I just don't think it's the right way to go.
Yeah, it sounds like there's a lot of
And
different
this
ethical
company,
questions around this.
yeah,
Because it could just be random. And then what if it prescribes something that's incorrect? And I don't know about this. It's a little too much. Go on, though.
So yeah, it's this company is actually saying that this is actually better than a human physician
Everything's
because
puzzle.
it fast tracks the whole process and it's more accurate and blah blah blah. Of course, they're trying to make money, right? And they're starting by charging patients $4 per prescription.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I can see why many patients would love this, but I can also see why many patients would understand why it's not a good way to go, because you need to have a doctor, a person speaking to you and understanding where you're at.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. It's just, all of this, let's replace human crap. Let's just back off. So I understand there is one thing that I remember that Microsoft ended their study internally on which jobs would be replaced by AI and which jobs would not. I'm not sure why they did that or if they're really pushing on this whole, according to this thing I saw, this was some Instagram things. I don't know if it was real. It was around them deciding that versus replacement, they were going to focus on adaptability and how you could utilize AI, with your job. Because there's another talk track now about, well, I'm not going to try to replace you. I just want you to use AI and then I could get more output out of you, right? And if I can get more output, then I want somebody else to have more output. So that just makes things even better overall, like 2-3 times, like 10x you, basically. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think anyone knows, but I'm sorry. I just keep thinking about this whole, we're going to replace everybody with robots and this dystopian view. And I think people are tired of that too. And this is what you were talking about with this whole doctor, quote unquote, that's giving prescriptions. It's just so many different things that are not human related to it, Not everything is X's and
Yeah.
O's.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions about this. I don't think we're ready for this,
Exactly.
and it's been approved. It's been approved by the state of Utah, but they're looking for a broader approval. But so this company specifically is looking to actually ideally get federal approval, so blanket approval across the U.S., so they don't have to go state by state getting approval by each state.
Well, evidently you can't
And then,
even do state regulations with AI anymore.
well, so, and this is the thing, there's a lot of for this specific product, there's a lot of gray area because typically in the US, states regulate the practice of
Mm-hmm.
medicine and the FDA regulates the use of devices. Now, they're saying, well, the FDA might view this as a device that's used in healthcare. So there's a lot of
Yeah, that
gray
makes
area,
sense.
but it needs to be, yeah. There, again, there are no guardrails
Zero.
in place. You know, so people are going to take advantage of this uh this all this gray area, all this lack of guardrails, very quickly before things, actually get put in place. So we're in for a
Yeah,
ride.
speaking of lack of guardrails, what do you think about the fact that we're running Venezuela now? America first.
You know, I don't, and maybe pretty soon it could be Greenland too,
It could be
apparently.
what?
Pretty soon it could be Greenland too.
Greenland, Cuba,
Uh,
maybe
yeah,
Colombia. Take your pick.
yeah, it could be
I
Colombia
mean,
too.
don't get me
Yeah,
wrong.
take your pick.
Maduro is a fucking psychopath, okay? Like, we all know that. He's
No,
crazy, and the people in Venezuela are a lot happier that that motherfucker is gone. So I'm not sitting up here mad about it. And it's not as if we have not done this before, i.e., the Truman Doctrine or whatever it was.
yeah,
There's many times where
there's
we've gone
many,
in and literally done regime changes, right? So I'm
but
not like surprised
in
by this. It's
but
just the way it went down and the whole idea of no more foreign wars and we're not doing this in America first. And here we are going in. And then
right,
what?
right.
Have you heard about this crap on TikTok with people doing memes on Maduro's sweatsuit? Did you hear about this? He has some sweat.
Oh, I've been watching them and
Oh
loving
my
them.
God. Okay, so
Wait, what are you
you have to
talking
tell
about?
me this because I have
Wait,
not
wait, wait.
seen them.
What?
I've changed my algorithm.
Oh, so I don't know if we're talking about the same thing, but I've been seeing memes of him in his sweat clothes dancing with Donald
Yes,
Trump
like
and
they're
lots of
doing
different
these
memes.
memes of him dancing,
People
but
think,
the thing is the fact that
yeah,
he
it's
had
funny.
this sweatsuit on when he got taken. So everybody's like wearing the
Yeah,
sweatsuit and trying to get the sweatsuit. The
and
sweatsuit is a thing.
and his slippers.
He
Yeah,
had slippers on? Yeah, so tell me, I don't know what he had on.
yeah.
I knew this went down. I did not look to see what he looked like. So he had his
It was
sweatsuit and
either, I
some
think it was
slippers
it was
on when he got taken?
I think it was a blue or gray sweatsuit and black socks and slippers. I mean, he was taken in the middle of the night, so yeah,
Oh, so this was his these were his sleep clothes, his pajamas.
probably yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Going back to your point, our country's done this many
Mm-hmm.
times in the past, but doing it now, that's not the fact that our country's done, our leadership, let me make that clear, our leadership, our governmental leadership has done this in the past, does not make what Trump is doing right now okay.
No, I don't think it's
I know
okay. I
I
mean, I don't think people
there's
wanted it.
there's
I don't think people who voted for Trump wanted
yeah,
it
right,
because, I mean, I
right.
don't wanted that. I mean, I'm just saying that because anybody who voted for Trump, they voted
We
for
have enough
the fact that
problems,
one, he was going to end the other wars, and two, he was not going to put
right.
America into new wars because again, America first. Let's look at what's going on here in this country and figure that out before we start helping other people, which, you know, yeah. So
We have so many problems of
so
our own
now
to
are we
deal with.
doing this? I mean,
And
just
now he's trying to rule Venezuela. The, I mean, if he thinks, we've got problems and he's unable to manage that, does he really think he can fix Venezuela? It's the Wild West out there. He has no clue what he's getting us into.
hey. So, I know we all know your take.
And does he of course he doesn't care how many of our soldiers are going to die over there now.
I don't think you can say that. I mean, I don't know. I don't think you can say that.
Oh,
that he doesn't care about.
you don't think the cartels are going to be
Of
having
course they
shootouts
will.
with our
Of course they
soldiers?
will. But I don't think you can say that he's not going to care that American men die.
Really?
Well, I
Huh.
mean,
You're giving him too much credit.
maybe,
Robbie.
maybe I am. Maybe I am. Okay, so I don't want to talk too much about that part. Looking at what else were we going to talk about?
But overall, I mean, just to close off
Sure,
that
go
topic,
ahead.
we both agree that it was a bad idea to go there. We have other things to focus on, and it seems like he's got an agenda to keep on going and pilfering all these other countries. He's got these all crazy ideas. I think his next immediate desire is go to Greenland and get their minerals. So it's he's got a whole agenda. At what point do we stop being the good guy and become the terrorists that we hate, right?
I don't have anything to say. So what else are we going to talk about?
I think that covers it, Robbie.
We're going to talk about wellness and working out. I thought that's what we're going to do. And yes, you were talking about GLP-1s and peptides. Oh, that's right. Okay, so you want to talk about those things. All right. So let's talk about this, because remember quite a few episodes ago, I mentioned I was going to try GLP-1s, right? And so I did try it, and it was horrible. Like, I wouldn't say it was horrible. I didn't like it. I felt so unnatural. I stopped them. I have still lost weight.
What do you mean unnatural? You felt nauseous, or what did you feel?
I don't like the fact that you take something and then it prevents you from going to the bathroom. Like, that's a big deal for me. Like, I just don't. I'm not down on losing weight and not going to the bathroom at the same time. I just think that's crazy. So there's that part. The other part is I didn't like how it made me feel, in the sense of not eating like not wanting to eat at all. It was a weird feeling. It didn't feel normal, if that makes sense. And
yeah,
I learned later on, we all knew about the muscle loss, but I didn't know. I mean, it makes sense, right? And cognitively, you should make this conclusion, but I was not putting this together personally, just me. The whole bone density loss that happens to you with this.
Yeah.
And that's why people start looking crazy.
That's for a long time.
But even still, though, and then the fact that you have to use, but that's the thing about being a long time user. As soon as you stop it, you will gain the weight back. Like, you can't just get off of it.
But if you change your whole lifestyle,
but then you're microdosing. The microdosers are the ones that stay on it, but they're still using it, and that's the thing. They're still using it. So, okay, my point is that I really want to try the peptides, but I need to find like a.
Now, what's the difference?
Excuse me. The peptides have been around for a long time. If you find the right ones, and different ones do different things, but you can find ones that will allow you to lose weight, but allow you to keep your muscle mass, allow you to grow your muscle mass, allow you to increase your metabolism, and you don't have the side effects of like not being able to go to the bathroom and the nausea and the this and the that. It's just, you need to know exactly who you're going with. But I've heard that peptides are really good. So I'm looking into the right person to go to with regard to that. Yeah.
Okay.
But I've been going to the gym, and that's awesome, going to the gym. I go early in the morning when I can, not always. But it's good, it's good.
Yeah, my goal is to go three times a week. That's my goal.
Yeah, that's my goal. You don't always make your goal, but still. But overall, I mean, it's good to go to the gym.
3 times a week isn't asking too much. I don't think so. I think I can
No,
do
no,
it.
no. I don't think it's asking too much at all. I'm just saying, stuff comes up. Um,
Yeah.
but excuse me. I'm definitely seeing results from being consistent with the gym, and you get your little gym
That's great.
friends. So I have some gym friends, so that's cool.
I bet you
Oh
do,
God.
Robbie. I
Go.
bet
Here
you
we
do.
go. Here we go.
I'd like some gym
I'm
friends
sure you'll
myself.
find some once you start going consistently. They are there. Um, so yeah, you know. And then I've been really obsessing over red light therapy, and I want to get a red light. So I've been trying to figure out what kind of red light I want to get.
I have been hearing about
hmm
this.
So I love red light, infrared saunas. I just think they're so awesome. They make you feel so good. They're great for your skin. There's just so many benefits. Healing, especially when you're working out. It's a whole thing. It's a whole
Hmm.
vibe.
Hmm.
hmm
Interesting.
hmm Yep. So I just have to figure
I
out
was
which kind of red light.
thinking about trying that
You
myself.
should. Red light rebuild your mitochondria. It's just there's so much goodness in it. So yeah.
Okay. So, to all of our listeners, get the infrared light.
hmm Yes. Red light, red light, red light therapy.
That's what you can wear. There are different. So you can. There are different ways to absorb it,
Yes,
right?
like
So there's like.
no, no,
Sorry,
no,
go ahead.
no.
You're
I
the
mean, no,
expert.
there are different
No.
waves, like there's 300, 600, and there's up to like 800, 900, sometimes even over 1,000 of like the deep penetrating infrared. And depending on how deep you go, you'll see the different results of your skin, and what those results are over time. But it's good for another thing they have found is that doing consistent red light can be just as effective as taking like an anxiety medication or, dealing with the side effects of depression. Um, so
Interesting.
yeah, I mean, it's just so good for you. It feels so great. It's great, just kind of relaxation. And then if it's married with a sauna outside of just the red light, like that's a whole different experience because sauning is so good for you and your body recovery, particularly women. Cold plunges are better for men than they are for women. That is something that I learned. Um, I didn't know. I've done a cold plunge. I did one time, and that was it. Will not do that again. I'm good. Have fun. But yes, evidently, cold plunges are better for men than they are for women in terms of the effects. hmm
Hmm.
hmm So, yeah. Okay, that's all I wanted to say. Did you have anything to say?
No, no, no,
Really?
no. I just encourage, except for, I want to encourage everyone to get physically fit, feel good about yourself, getting to the gym at least 3 times a week. You just feel, you get an extra pep in your step,
hmm
especially as you get older. Um, Not like, I'm still young, but I'm talking about
Oh
Robbie,
God, shut
So,
up. You always gotta do that. You always gotta go there.
but there was one other item that you wanted to talk about, right? Which was about,
What was it?
are you seeing a change in the way people are treating each
Oh,
other?
that's right. Okay, so I've been not just podcasts, but just even looking at people, there's all this rage baiting. And in fact, they have these rooms where you can go in the demolition rooms and destruction rooms where you can go and just like bang shit up, right?
What?
Yeah,
Are you
you haven't heard
serious?
about that?
No, I have not. See, this is why I don't understand human beings. Why? Why do we need rage rooms where we go destroy a room? What
Just
is
get
this
it
all about?
out. So it helps you like release the anger. But that's the whole point. these rooms, they've seen 150% increase in booking of people who want to like just go in and just bang shit up and just destroy shit, right? Because they put you in a full suit, they give you these goggles and a bat, and you can just like bang TVs up and bang shit, just like destroy the whole room. Anyway, I was just thinking about this, but other people have been talking about this, and you can see it too in certain things. That people are just tired of all this rage and anger. And, how kind can you be? Can you be cool, basically, as my father used to always say? Can you just be cool, and not be angry all the time, mean? Just all this meanness. There is this other side to it where people are tired of the meanness. And I was just wondering if you're seeing the same thing.
I will say in my realm, in my in-person interactions on a daily basis, I feel like people are going out of their way to be extra kind to each other. People that don't know each other, or if you're friends, whatever. There's people around you are going out of their way to be extra kind. But online, I'm still seeing a lot of hate, a lot of mean behavior. But I think that's because of the fact that you're not face to face. People just feel so much more comfortable being assholes online when they're not dealing with them face to face, dealing with these people face to face. So I think that's here to stay. I think the online hostility is here to stay. But the in-person, I do feel that people are thinking, you know what, there's a lot of crazy shit going on in this world. Let's go the extra mile to be kind to each other.
Very true. Very, very true.
You feel?
I think I've seen that too. I've seen that too.
Okay.
So
that's good.
I'm hoping that becomes kind of a theme of 2026, to be honest. So, but we shall see. We'll see what happens. That's all I got.
Well, then, let us call it a day.
All right, Stephen. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Again, like us, follow us. I've seen some of you actually start watching us on YouTube, so great. Keep that up. And Stephen, do you want to say goodbye to the people?
I do, and I'm not going to let you distract me from my closing. My friends, it is I, Stephen, with the P.H. Kennedy board certified atheist at your service. Let's talk next time.
All right. Goodbye, everyone. All right, so I have to get this correct so that we can, I can hit stop on this thing. So this is interesting. Because usually I'm able to just hit it right away. I'm trying something different, people, so you're going to hear all of this extra at the end of this episode. So this is going to be fun. All right, here we go. See you later.
See you later.